everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. So I'm doing something a little bit different today. That's why you can actually see my face for once. I'm sure I look horrible. I haven't done makeup or anything, but I just wanted to show you quickly how I make these really cute book pamphlet things and they're actually called toilet paper minis. So I did 2 of them for my December daily. I did one for, they're going to be for my maternity shots. And then I just completed this one. And this one is going to be for day 16. And it just is like this. And then this little tab, you pull it out and there will be a picture. And then they just slip right in. So each one of those will have that, so I won't pull out anymore. And then it's going to be about my new camera that I just recently bought. But I just thought I'd quickly show you how to do it. If you want to make it, you just need simply 1 sheet of 12 by 12, and it can be absolutely anything. So I'm just going to reach down here and grab something. Let's see what I grab. Of course, now that I need to grab it, I'm having a problem. Here we go. So you just need a sheet of 12 by 12, your paper trimmer, and if you have one, you need one of the, oh, I can't think what you call it. Let me grab it. One of these that you put your paper on and it will do the a scoring board, and you need a scoring board. Figured it out. So I am going to get myself set up and shoot at a different camera angle, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so here's my paper. I picked a different piece of paper. Just pick whatever 12 by 12 sheet you want. I would recommend trying to find one that doesn't have a direction, like a directional pattern. You definitely can do it. You would just have to be really careful of how you cut. So, and there's so much paper that you don't need directional paper that I'm sure in your stash you'd have one that didn't. So the first thing you do is just trim off the little goodie that is always with it, the manufacturer's strip. Just get that trimmed. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of paper and line it up. It's a 12 by 12, so you're going to cut it in half, so by 6. And it's going to look like that. Sorry for the beeping, it's just my dryer letting me know that it's done. And you're going to put one of the 6 by 6 pieces away for a minute, and then you're going to take your second one and line it up at the 4, and so you're going to have a 6 by 4 piece. And this little piece right here is going to be one of the pockets. So it's going to be one of these actual things. So you're just going to make sure that you have it and just put it aside. And so then you're going to have a piece left over that's going to be 8 by 6, and you're going to take it, lining it up. So instead of this would be the 8 and this would be the 6, you're going to line it up with the 6. And you're going to simply trim it down to I can never think of what it is. It's 2. You take it to the 2.5, and then you slide it in between the 2.5 and the what would be 2.75. And there's a marker, at least on mine, that puts it in the half. And you just trim that once, and then you simply do that exact same thing again. So you end up with 2 pieces, and then you're going to have this little piece left. And you could keep this piece, or you can just put it into your scraps. I personally just put it into my scraps. And then you're going to take your piece of paper and line it up at, this is an 8 by, so now it's 8. So half of 8 is 4. So you put it back at the 4. And now you're done with your paper trimmer for a minute, and you have your cards that you're going to put into your pocket. So you have your 4 cards done and good to go. So you can put those aside because you're all done with those. And then what you're gonna do is take your scoring, and I'm hoping you can see this. Let me just double check. Yes, you can. And you're gonna lay it lengthwise. So this is the 6 and this is the 12. And you're gonna score it. I always do this first. I score it at the 5 and 0.7, or no, it's 5.5. So at 5.5, and you just take it and mark it. And I'm having a hard time, so I'm gonna come this way and do it. So 5.5, and you just score that piece right there. And I actually should probably be doing this the other way because we want to fold it in. So let me rescore this so it will fold the right way. And then you're also gonna fold it at 2.75, I believe. Yes, it's at 2.75. So you're gonna score it there as well. And then you are all done with your score. That's all you needed it for. So if you don't have a score, you really simply could just measure it with a ruler or something, any way that you would do it, and just either fold it yourself or however you do your scoring, anything scoring wise, without you would be able to do that. So just remember it's 2.75 and 5.5. That's really the key components to that. And then I'm going to take my ruler back and I'm going to cut this into my 3 other 4x6 pieces. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And I completely forgot to tell you that you're also supposed to score your separate piece of paper that you had before I put the scorer away. That was really brilliant for me. So you line it up with the 6 going this way like the last time, and just the 2.75, which is right here, and the 5.5, which is right here. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So now we have all 4 of the pieces ready to go. And I'm just going to show you how to do one really fast. And it's really simple. You just fold this in like this. And you fold in your score marks. Make sure they're straight. That's the only thing, to make sure that you have your score marks, and when you fold it, that it's straight. And what you're going to end up doing is folding it up like this so you can see that there's your pocket. And the way I do it is I fold them all up and then I tape them. So I will do that, but I want to show you where to put the glue. And I really suggest that you use a strong adhesive. So I'm using my Duck. This is my favorite glue. And you're just putting it on the little tiny 1/2 inch one. And this is what's great about like your ATG gun or something, is it will fit perfectly on that. So, and then you fold that and you fold that. And the point is to have that fold on the back. So this is the back of your sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and make the other 3 of them really fast, and then I'll come back and show you how I put it together. Okay guys, so I'm back, and I got all 4 of mine taped up, and my goal is always to make sure that they're always lined up the same way. So on top of each other, when it becomes the book, that's going to be the back. On all the pieces, it's the back. And that's important just because you're going to be punching a hole, and you want to make sure that your hole punches where it's supposed to be and everything works. So that's what I'm going to do first. I don't measure or anything. I just make sure that this is my back, so I know I want it in this corner, and I just kind of decide where I want it. I don't really care as long as it's on there. Good. I pick that side, and then I just make sure everything is lined up the way it's supposed to. And cut the next one. And I do the same thing, and I do the same thing, and I do the same thing. But you get the point of that, so I won't do that anymore. But so let's pretend that they were all done correctly. And so how I end up putting these together, and I do it with, what happens is the way I do it is there's going to be washi tape showing. Personally, I'm okay with that because I decorate these. So the fact that there's washi tape showing on them isn't going to matter because I'm going to cover it up. So if you don't like that, my suggestion is if you're just making it as like a mini album, all you need is the holes and then you just put your little ring in and it works great. But because mine normally end up going into like my December daily, I need it to be a little bit more attached. So I just take my first two, and I am gonna punch these now so I don't forget and don't do it later. 1, and 1. Okay, perfect. So I just take them, and I have noticed that my measurements have got to be a tiny bit off because I always have one that's a little bit smaller. And I think what it is I think this is the one that I cut out of my original, you know how we had the 2 pieces, 2 6x12s, and then you cut the 4. I think I must measure wrong or something and cut that piece a little short. But I actually like it personally because it makes a bit of a, I like the variance between the first and the second pages. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about. I take some good old washi tape because we have so much of it. And you really don't need a whole lot of it, but you're going to put some down and you're just simply going to go like this. And then you decide where your line is for how much you want of it. And so you do in the middle pages, so these 2 are going to be like page number 2 and 3. And I just do it twice, and I make sure I have a nice gap in between them, like that, and then I make sure it's not longer or shorter, like that. And then you simply, so now this one's pretty good and adhered, and then I do it again, taking my washi tape and sliding it through. I don't know if you can see this, but I slide it through the little gap that I left. And I adhere that on this side. And then I take my next piece that would go, and I adhere that to this. And I rip off whichever piece I don't want. And then I do the exact same thing, taking some more washi tape, whatever degree I want, sliding it through. You're going to be able to slide it through the exact same gap you slid the first one through because you're putting it onto the second piece of paper, not the first. So you go ahead and get your washi down to where you want it. The nice thing about washi is it's going to fold down on the other side, but it doesn't matter because washi tape is amazing and comes right back up. And then you just tape it. And guess what? Look at that. You have your album. Now you could leave it like that. I don't find that that's secure enough. So then I take all the little pieces that I just ripped and I just go like this. And then I feel like it's nice and secure. It got everywhere it needs to because I know my inside pieces are secure. I've already checked that and I can tell that they're secure. And I just go like this, and now I know that my whole book is nice and secure and will flip open. And that's it. So then you just have your cards and they slip right into each pocket. And you quite simply have your very own toilet paper roll mini made out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I would suggest maybe make it fun, like, so do 2 of them. Do one out of one piece and then have a cording piece of paper and do it out of the other and switch the cards so it wouldn't all look the same. Or if you have a double-sided piece of paper, that would work really well too. But I just really wanted to do a quick share and show you how I made them because they're so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you're welcome to visit my blog at christysbeautifullife.wordpress.com, and I will make sure to put the instructions up on there, so if me talking you through it wasn't good enough, you'll be able to read it as well. So I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!